Chris, would it be an exaggeration to say that you could have won by 3 or 4?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think in the second half, I thought we took over the ascendancy, and probably poor shooting, good keeping was the difference in keeping it at 0-0. To Olympia's credit, in the first half, I thought they certainly played the better football. We struggled to put 3 or 4 passes together, and we seem to do that quite often. But once again, we talk. I was calm at half time, and I thought we started to play better football in the second half. And the chances started to come. So
the 3 points is what you needed, and you got it to keep the pressure
exactly.
on
Yep.
Devonport.
Nobody will. At the end of the day, whether Devonport win it or we win it or whatever, nobody's going to look at the games and say, geez, they struggled in half a dozen games. They're going to look at the points and say, well, this club, got more points than the other club. So, while we keep on winning, as much as it might not necessarily be attractive football, which I would love to play, we certainly don't encourage untidy football. We're still winning. So, once again, you give credit to the guys. So that they keep their chin up and they keep on battling away.
So Jaden can stay up late again tonight.
Look, he can probably go out tomorrow night as well. He takes a good penalty, I'll be honest with you. Nobody's got near him with his penalties this year, touch wood. But he strikes them well, and it's 1-0. We'll take it, and like I said, go down to Kingborough tomorrow and hope for an upset.
3-5-2 catch you out a bit in the first half, mate.
No. Look, personally, I don't think so. I mean, they pressed us, and that. I think what killed us is we were trying to play the ball at 100 miles an hour, and there was some silly football, and I think our players, instead of coming to the ball, were running away from the ball in straight lines. So I think that was the issue for us at half time, and that's what we discussed. We talked about how it looked from the back, and they were saying all we saw was backs. We didn't see anybody presenting for the ball, so it made it a little bit difficult for us. So yeah.
So we're kings.
Yeah. So look, he hasn't trained much. He trained with us Thursday night. He trained extremely well Thursday night. Didn't think we'd end up playing him, but we needed to try and settle something. And as it was, we were going to make a change, but it wasn't going to be Togs. Togs has been one of those guys this last week and this week. He's just a very sick man, and if Togs is asking to come off, that there's something wrong. But that wasn't the change we were going to make, and as it turns out, we reshuffled a little bit. Walshy went back. I didn't think going forward we didn't get a lot out of Walshy tonight. He put a couple of good crosses in and that. But he did a job for us at the back as well. So Gosling doesn't agree with that last comment about mine over there, the man at the back. But I thought, I thought he got 3 or 4 good crosses in. But other than that, I think we could have been a little bit smarter with the way we played down the flanks.
Did the new light sort of help you see things?
Mate, it did, and it did. I like the extra globes, for my forehead, really. So, yeah.
You're under a fair bit of pressure in the first half hour, so I thought that Stevens and Harrison really stood up under pressure again. It's a pretty important signing.
Massive. Look, he is a class player. I've known Paul, took him to nationals when he was under 13s, and he is a fantastic player. I don't know whether we'll be able to hold on to him, but he's been superb. I didn't mention it at the end of the game last week, but I mentioned it to him personally on Tuesday night. I thought he was superb for us. And once again, I think the combination between him and Tyler, two young guys, you're talking about a 20-year-old and an 18-year-old guy, nearly 19, Tyler. They've shown maturity beyond their years, and the combination is very, very good between them and the understanding. So,
Thanks, Chris.
Cheers, guys.